Citi Field in New York, the New York Mets play the Washington Nationals. Friday Night Baseball is presented by Jeep. New York Mets baseball on SNY is brought to you by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com today. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit Geico.com for a free rate quote. By Budweiser, still brewed the hard way, this Bud's for you. By Delta Dugout, sign up today at Mets.com/Delta Dugout. And by Land Rover, above and beyond. And a pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to Citi Field. Gary Cohen, Ron Darling, Keith Hernandez with you tonight as the Mets open a big weekend series against the first-place Washington Nationals. The trading deadline passed at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and moments before the deadline, the Mets picked up the big bat they were looking for, acquiring outfielder Yoenis Cespedes from the Detroit Tigers for minor league pitchers Michael Fulmer and Luis Cessa. And Keith, this is a big acquisition for the Mets batting order.
It is a huge acquisition, and I think what's most important, you can look at his numbers there. 4th year in the big leagues, the 29-year-old Cuban, 18 home runs this year, 8 in the month of July, so he's coming red hot. Drove in 100 runs last year, on a pace this year to drive in another 100. But more importantly, Gary, he gives you a right-handed bat. I thought it was important for the Mets to get a right-handed bat. And if you go with the Carlos Gomez trade a few days ago that fell through, you're not giving up Zach Wheeler, which I'm breathing a sigh of relief. I like Wheeler a lot. So this is very, very huge. There's so many options now for Terry Collins in his lineup.
Well, he's a rental player. He's got a very unusual contract that makes him a free agent at the end of this season. But at the end of the day, this week, Sandy Alderson gave up 5 minor league pitchers and brought back a lot of talent.
Considering what's happened the last 24 hours, it's unbelievable that you've got to be so happy with the moves that Alderson has made. He's brought in Juan Uribe and Kelly Johnson from the Braves, both professional players, great for the ball club, on the field or on the bench. Tyler Clippard, who they definitely need, especially losing Mejia, to be in that bullpen as the 8th inning guy. And Cespedes, if you've seen him play, if you saw him in the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby, wherever you saw him, legitimate bat with legitimate power.
The other move the Mets made today was to activate Travis d'Arnaud off his second stint on the disabled list. Travis has missed almost 60 games this year because of a couple of injuries, but his bat is a huge addition as well.
Well, you know how I feel about d'Arnaud. I really feel he's a guy that's a line drive hitter. What I like most about d'Arnaud is how he's involved with his pitchers, and he brings energy to this ball club. So I think you picked up 2 guys in Cespedes and d'Arnaud all at once in this very important series that have bring a lot of energy and focus to the ballpark.
And the Mets made a critical decision in activating d'Arnaud. They kept the rookie Kevin Plawecki and sent Anthony Recker down to AAA.
You know, I feel bad for Anthony Recker, but this is the right decision. Plawecki's developed a real good rapport with a lot of the young pitchers. I'm glad he stayed up here because d'Arnaud's not going to be a 6 days out of 7-day catcher.
Well, the Mets won't get Cespedes until tomorrow, but they have a big series starting tonight against the Washington Nationals at Citi Field. 3 games behind with the 3-game series getting started tonight. Mets and Nats, all the action coming up on SNY.